Something else to attend to on this elderly BSA Model L engine. The sump plate or cover plate at the bottom of the engine that covers up where the intake for the oil pump lives had a couple of sheared off studs that I've dealt with. I was very lucky to get them out actually. I had to file flats on little stumpy remnants sticking up, and I had to use the gas torch to heat them up hot enough to actually get them to even start moving, and it was a bit of a sort of tense moment undoing them. It didn't appear that they were going to come out. They'd go about quarter or half a turn and go tight, but eventually sort of working them backwards and forwards and heating them again a couple of times and spraying in WD-40 did eventually get them both out. And that's one, and that's the other. But I also found, unfortunately, that another stud was wobbling around, because where it screws into the casting, the threaded hole had split and cracked, and a chunk was broken out and just sort of stuck in there by the gunge that was in the bottom of the engine actually. But I found that, or I think that the material, the metal then, goes far enough beyond the bottom of the hole. I'm hoping to be able to drill further into it and tap a little further in and use a longer stud to make up for that, and that way end up with a full set of studs and nuts holding the sump plate on again, rather than the two that were doing nothing and the third one that was rather compromised. I've got this paper that paper towel that I'm going to stuff in there, because that's the gauze over the intake on the oil pump, so just to sort of keep any swarf out of there while I'm drilling. And what I'm hoping to do is fit the sump plate, fasten it down with a nut on that stud and a couple more studs in here just to sort of hold it firmly in place, and once it's in position and bolted down, I should be able to use that hole. This is steel. I should be able to use the hole in the sump plate as a guide to make sure I get the drill bit lined up nicely in that hole that I'm going into, because it'd be very, very easy to break out of that otherwise and go offline. And with any luck, I'll be able to drill it deep enough without breaking through into wherever it might break through, and tap some threads a little bit beyond where they finish at the moment. As I say, fit a longer stud, and hopefully the job will be done.